A new study out shows there may be gross underreporting of opioid-related deaths, meaning the opioid crisis may be far worse than initially thought.
Opioid overdose deaths have hit an all-time high in the U.S.
How much money did they make in total?
I mean, if you Google their value, it's between 10 and 20 billion reported. Nobody knows exactly how much. They're a really secretive family. You just can get very little information on them.
Wow.
Big part of the story that surprised me was the FDA, right? And the FDA's role in opioid approvals. To get an approval for a drug, you got to send it to the FDA. It's going to be reviewed by this massive board of scientists and experts, and they're going to make a determination after careful analysis, right? That's not how it works. And in the case of OxyContin, the whole approval process came down to this one guy, this guy named Curtis Wright. Purdue Pharma needed the FDA to approve. They'd spent $30 million developing this drug. They were all in, and they needed this drug, and to keep the company alive, they needed the FDA to approve it. And this guy was like, I can't approve this. This is heroin in a pill. He wouldn't approve it. Finally, and no one knows the facts, they took him to a hotel on the East Coast. Purdue Pharma took Curtis Wright to the FDA, spent a couple of days in this hotel room. They came out of the hotel room with an approval, with the language, OxyContin, quote, is believed to be non-addictive, is believed. If you think about that language, it had never been used in an approval process before, ever. A year later, he leaves the FDA, where he's making probably 50 grand a year. Where does he go work? Purdue Pharma.
Ugh.
For $400,000+ a year.
Ugh.
They bought the approval. It's all part of the ecosystem of selling drugs. And these are the big drug dealers. Like we talk about Chapo or Pablo Escobar, these are the real drug dealers.